I feel triumphant today. I don't know how to express how much joy and laughter we had in that remaining 20 minutes. We were just all a group of people who really likes each other and felt like we accomplished something. I think that was a good resume builder.
I knew going in to the final 7 round, I really wanted Joseph gone. I just think that he's played an extremely strong game.
There wasn't that much tea because it was fairly kind of simple since we all voted for Joseph.
Welcome back. We have made it to the final 6. I don't know how they let me stay in this game this long. Oh, I know how. Because I won exemption tonight. Came in clutch, pulled the exemption and win.
What happened on Tuesday? Oh, King George hosted the challenge, and he's kind of funny because he's like, what am I supposed to do? And he just talked shit, which was good. So Eli won exemption, which was pretty okay.
So I had to go up against Joseph, whooped him. Then I had to go against Courtney, whooped her. She said she threw it, but I don't think so.
I was eliminated immediately, which was okay. Which was also okay because winning multiple challenges in a row puts a target on your back, and that's not something that I want. I want people to look to me as a non-threat and look to me as a non-factor and a vote.
If anyone was gonna make a move against me, that might have been the time. 6, we'll see, maybe 5. But I'm thinking tonight would have been my night if I hadn't won. I think these people, they'd be dumb not to look at me right now as the biggest threat to win. I tell you, if I get to final ascent right now, it's cake, it's over, it's locked. The last 2 nights have been a huge twist has been entered into the game. And so it felt like you couldn't even think, you couldn't even see in front of your face. You know what I mean? It was so foggy that you really just had to focus holy shit, how do I get through this? And so tonight, not having to worry about that, I think that it allowed me to take a step back and be I don't have to worry about the votes tonight. I mean, I was worried I didn't want it to be Jess, and so I was running back to her to make sure that the plan was in place to where she wouldn't catch any votes and that there would be no silly business going on. Jess, Ryan, and Aaliyah definitely want to move forward with that 4 with me included. I don't know why. I don't know why they want that.
Going into the final 7, that whole vote, I found myself in a couple alliances. So Eli, Jess, and Ryan have pitched an alliance with me, and Courtney and Austin kind of are looking to work with me, and they look to me as somebody that, for now, but I don't know, I think Annie leaving that round that Annie left was good for my game because it kind of opened the door for people to want to work with me. And that's what I want. I want to be in the game. I don't care about other people's relationships with each other. I care about people's relationships with me.
I feel good with that. I also feel good with Courtney. I think Jess, I don't know if Jess is getting nervous that I put effort into Courtney, but I like Courtney. I want to make sure that Courtney is enjoying her time here. I want to make sure that Courtney has a good experience with this.
I know Courtney is his groupie. And makes me nervous.
I love it if at the end it's a queen and a king, and I love it for me and Austin or me and Eli, I don't care which, to be at the end, so it's queen versus king. What a great story that would be to tell. I got my kings, but I want to be the queen at the end. Austin will forever be. He's my angel. He's my angel.
Austin openly tells Courtney that I have an advantage, which I didn't love. Felt a little violated by that, but okay. And Courtney's no, he's always said, but not Jess. But then
I hear Courtney saying my name. And I'm like, oh, what about Ryan? And she's like, oh, nothing. I was just... And
the most confused player is going to be me. Because I've tried to play into, the whole, I'm a stupid role. It's going to be fun when they find out that I have 26 degrees. And Jeff Probst needs to be proud of me. So if I have to, flash my tits for, a peanut butter sandwich.
I've had a pretty good record of not having my name out there. I've had 1 vote, and that vote was because someone couldn't get in Joshy or Leah's ear.
Ryan has to go first and foremost. Jury management is happening now. Fuck. Jess has to go. Aaliyah's gonna vote for me, so Aaliyah's gotta go, but saving her for. So Jess has to go before Aaliyah. It's getting sad. So it goes Ryan first. Goes tonight.
My one vote to my name across 12 eliminations is pretty damn good, and I want to continue that streak a little bit. All 3 of my final 4 have told me that I'm not their pick for 4. I have a really, really, really good game to pitch at the end. I think it's a winning game, absolutely.
I think I'm on the right track. And I know I can get there, but I could be just dealt like the worst hand possible. But Sandra kept saying to stay true to who you are throughout the end. I am a wild card. I am Nightman and I am Dayman. Final 6 is going to be hard. But I think I have my game plan going in. I have alternate plans. I'm willing to screw over anybody but Austin. And if I have to screw over, fuck, it's going to suck so bad.
Hello and welcome everyone to Expedition Online Uluru. It's Team Sandra versus Team George. We have 6 explorers remaining here on day 12 of what has been an absolutely crazy ride. Left with us, we have Aaliyah, Austin, Courtney, Eli, Jess, and Ryan, who have somehow managed to make their way here. Let's get to the challenge. Spill the tea. For that, we're going to go over to Jess.
Greetings, explorers, and welcome to Spill the Tea. Before today's challenge, you all took a survey answering some questions about your fellow explorers. I have made a slideshow compiling all of your answers. We will go through one category at a time, and you will write down the name of the person that you think the majority of the people left in the game answered. Whenever you're ready, just give us a thumbs up and don't reveal your answer until Jonathan tells you to do so. The first explorer to 7 points wins exemption. Good luck.
It's final 6. You guys excited? I'm excited. It's gonna be a crazy day. All right. How well do you all know your fellow explorers? That is going to come in huge here in this competition. It's one of my favorites. Let's get to it. Which player do you deem most under the radar? Let's get the thumbs up when you're ready. This is a bit of an expose you type of question. Who are we going to expose? Jess, we're just waiting on Jess. Don't show yet. No real clock on this one. Yep, go ahead. All right. Aaliyah says Ryan. Austin says Jess. Courtney says Aaliyah. So does Eli. Ryan also said Aaliyah. And Jess also said Ryan. That's 3 Aaliyahs. But Ryan was the one that everyone said in secret. So Jess and Aaliyah both picking up a point on that first question. Very interesting. All right. This is already fun. Question number 2. Who is our friendliest explorer? Who is the friendliest? I'm sure there's a couple of you who feel like you could hold that claim right now. Maybe some feelings about to be hurt, or maybe it's super obvious, just judging by at least one of your reactions. Let's get thumbs up. When you're ready, Courtney, we can see who you're writing. That's strategically not the best. All right, let's see everybody's answer. Everybody but Jess says Jess. I'm going to assume that's the right answer. It's the right answer. Sorry, Jess. You're the friendliest, but you're not getting any points for it. All right, Aaliyah's up 1. Everybody else tied. Question 3. Who is the most social explorer? This one has a two-way tie. You're getting a point for each correct answer. So name 2 explorers on this one. Let's see your answers. Okay. Lots of answers here. Leah says Jess and Courtney. Austin says himself and Courtney. Courtney and Eli from Courtney. Eli says Jess and Ryan. Ryan says Eli and Jess. Jess says Austin and Jess. The right answer is Eli and Jess. Hold them up again. Hold them up so we can see. So Aaliyah gets 1. Austin gets none. Courtney gets 1. Eli gets 1. Where's Eli? Jess gets 1. And Ryan gets 2. Ryan catches up to Aaliyah there. Austin falls behind. Let's move on to the next question. Who is the quietest explorer? This could mean a lot of things. Quietest. Not necessarily where you want to be right now with 6 people left and you're trying to get votes to win the game. All right. I think we got thumbs up from everyone. Let's see everybody's answer. Quietest explorer. I'm seeing a lot of Aaliyah right now. Everyone says Aaliyah. Got to assume that's probably the right answer right now. That is. Everybody's getting the point.
Oh my God, I'm so pretty.
Absolutely.
Yes, you are. You are beautiful.
All right. Let's get to the next question. Ooh, who is the sneakiest explorer? This also has a lot of implication to it. Sneakiest. Everybody's got them up. Let's see who everyone thinks is the sneakiest explorer. Ooh, mixed bag on this one. I see a couple of Ryans. Ryan and Courtney say Ryan. Aaliyah says Courtney. Austin and Eli both say Austin. And then Jess says Eli. Who did everyone say in secret? Austin. So who had Austin? We had Eli and Austin had Austin, right? They'll pick up the point. So let's catch ourselves up on the score right now. We have Aaliyah, Eli, and Ryan with 4 points. Austin, Courtney, and Jess all have 3. So this is a really tight battle. We are playing to 7. Let's see the next question. Who is the most frantic explorer? All right, let's see who everyone has put. It is an absolute sweep for Courtney. Everyone picking up a point on that one. Let's move on to the next question. These are some great picks of you guys. Who is the biggest challenge threat? Everybody, show us who you got. Biggest challenge threat. I'm seeing 4 Elis, a Ryan and Aaliyah. Ryan said Aaliyah. Jess said Ryan. Let's see who everyone else said. Ryan. Jess, only one picking up that point. She catches up.
What?
Ryan is shocked. So we've got a 4-way tie now between Aaliyah, Eli, Jess, and Ryan. Austin and Courtney back with 4 points. If you guys tie at 7, those people will go to a tiebreaker. Let's get to the next one. This one's always a fun one. Who is the most clueless explorer? This is also not a great one to hear going this deep into the game, where we got to face the jury soon. And you need to convince them the exact opposite of this, I think. Let's see who we got. All right, Aaliyah says herself. Courtney says herself. So does Austin, Jess, Ryan, and Eli. Let's see who everyone said behind curtain. Everyone but Aaliyah picking up a point here is Courtney. Is deemed the most clueless. That puts Aaliyah back one with Courtney and Austin. So Eli, Jess, and Ryan 1 point away from either victory or a tiebreaker. Let's get to the next one. Explorer, most likely to win Season 6 of Expedition Online Uluru. This is a double-edged sword question. We all know it. Love to hear it. Hate to see it. Someone's about to get a little bit exposed. Who's it going to be? Let's see him. Eli and Courtney say Eli. Jess and Aaliyah say Ryan. Austin and Ryan say Jess. That's a three-way tie. Who did you guys all say in secret, though? Eli loves to see it. Eli has 7. Who else said Eli? Courtney did. That's not going to do it, though. Eli, most likely to win. I say that's a fair statement as he's going into the crossroads tonight with exemption. Can't vote for Eli. As for the rest of you, we will see you at the crossroads.
She's beauty and she's grace. She's Miss United States.
My name's
I
spelled
don't
like
think you're
Aaliyah, but
clueless.
pronounced Ryan.
I don't think I'm clueless either. I thought but I knew that it was me because I'm
Well,
I
like,
thought the question was
when they-
who
when
is
they
most likely to
Googled
star in the new remake of Clueless, the movie, and that's why I put you.
you're just flirting with me. You're flirting with disaster, dude.
Let's just all put it behind us.
Yeah. I didn't take anything
Eli
personally.
most likely to win. Wants to put it behind us. No, I'm kidding. I think it's funny how like I yelled at Austin, then yelled at Eli, then yelled at Courtney, and I was quietest. That's surprising.
That goes to show how much none of us shut up for the last.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. So they said
Oh.
7:45. Is that when they said?
Yeah.
We
No,
can
should
keep
we,
doing.
like,
We
jump?
can keep doing rites of passage, or someone can count down from 3. We can jump around.
7:30.
7:30. Okay,
7:30.
gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, we can jump.
I'm gonna go by the rocks.
And then number 3.
Dog.
Dog. Nothing better than seeing that one of us was going to win that
I
challenge.
know. That's why, like, the minute that it was me, you, and Aaliyah were like high in the thing, I was like, we're locked in, dude.
How did I not pick Austin for sneaky?
I know. I was just thinking. I was like, I bet that like Jess and Aaliyah would like probably say him, like just
Yeah.
because he's already on the bottom. You know what I mean? So.
But I was so thrown off by Under the Radar that I was like, well, I don't know anything anymore. Like,
Yeah. Right. I think I put Aaliyah for that. I don't know if
That's
I
what
put
I.
you.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't care. It's whatever. But you're right. I mean, as far as I was concerned, the biggest goal was making sure Austin and Courtney didn't win. I don't have any reason other than to just go to 4 with the 4.
Yeah. No, I agree. I've been thinking about it this past week, and that's my like best option, and I like it, and I think we'll have fun, especially if you and I can get to the very end.
Are you still Jess at 4, even though she got voted for most likely to want to sit next to?
Yeah. No, I think she'll still go 4. I don't see her going with Austin and Courtney over
No,
us
I'm
3.
saying no. I'm saying for what we would want to do at 4. The last round you mentioned you would want to vote at Aaliyah at 4.
Yeah, I would think. Well, I mean, I think that's still open to discussion. Like once we get there,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Because like I think it would be. I don't know. I think Aaliyah could probably argue her story a little bit better than Jess. Maybe
Yeah.
like I think she has a little bit more like feisty in her, and so I think that would be a reason why I would
Yeah,
not want
that's
Aaliyah there with
fine
us
with me.
versus Jess. But like I said, like we can obviously talk about that and kind of figure out like how's it looking when we get closer there. Like how are the people feeling about Jess? Because
I kind of wish we got to those later questions of like who do you never want to see again, who's annoying and shit like
that'd
that.
have been
Just to
wicked.
see what perceptions of us are. But
So I think that me, you, and Aaliyah need to like stick together, but I
Okay.
don't know who has a compass.
One of us. I don't have a compass.
I don't know.
I tried. I got nothing. I got lots of no's.
I think that
Okay.
the 3 of us have to stick together, or we're going to get picked off.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of
But
masculine
I don't know
energy.
enough that
I wanted
think
to
that the
talk
3 of
to
us
you
are
because I'd
very-
like to go to the end with you.
Me
Like
too.
that's why I wanted to talk because I
Probably
like to go to the end with you and
That
this
would be-
conversation,
Yeah.
it's just us. I
I
also
know.
feel like we need to. So when people were showing, I didn't see all of them, but when people were showing their who's most likely to find an advantage, they put a lot of male names, didn't they?
Yeah.
Which explorer is most likely to find an advantage? Sorry, guys. And we've decided that we're gonna, instead of going through with it, we're just going to slice it and move on to the next question.
You know what, Courtney? I am smart. I put my own name on there because I am constantly throwing shit out. I'm not finding it, but like,
So
all right,
I'm okay.
well, let's.
I need name it, but whatever name you want, I'll write down whatever. Like,
What do
if
you
I
think?
have, Austin wants to protect both of us. He's like Charlie's Angels with us. I really
Do you
like
think
him.
so?
Like,
You guys
I
both wrote
really
I was most likely to win.
100%. I feel like if we can get Ryan out, it only just makes sense. Like I suck at challenges. He's at least won one, he's in the winners club. I feel like I would rather not go against Ryan when the numbers start dwindling. I
And
mean,
when he has that chance to win the immunity, you know?
yeah, and there still is a threat of a possible compass being played, unless it was owned by Eli. But then again, he could give it to Ryan. But I don't know. I definitely just think if we were to eliminate Ryan first, Jess would be more of a kind of free agent to kind of be able to work with and make really big moves moving forward. If we do get rid of Ryan, she'd be more willing to work with you than me because
Okay.
I'm breaking that alliance. So that kind of sweetens your
Okay.
pot as well too. Yeah, like if we can work something out tonight, like I am so down to work with you. I would love to speak with Courtney and kind of make sure that we're all three going, and then
Are we just wanting to split on Austin and Courtney again?
All right, let's look at it. So, Austin, if there's 4 of us and we split on them, then the revote they can't vote.
Right. Yeah, we have
And then
we have full control over the rest of the game. Is that still what you're still go to the 4 with the 4, vote out one of them here and then the other one at the next round?
yeah,
Cool.
but don't you think so?
Yeah. It seems silly to do anything else. But yeah, my goal was to make sure Austin or Courtney didn't win. Which,
Yeah,
like, obviously it wasn't a challenge that you could
I
impact.
felt like Austin wrote my name a lot, but I
Yeah.
don't know if he did. It just felt like it.
No,
Like, what do
absolutely.
you like? You coming at me, bro? I don't know.
When Eli and I were chatting, we basically said guys on Austin, girls on Courtney. Just keep it easy to remember.
I'd rather vote Austin.
tonight, I feel like it's definitely Ryan or myself. I feel like Ryan and Eli put votes on me last night.
We gotta get Ryan out. But what if I don't want you to go?
I mean, honestly, it's all good because you have my vote anyway if you make it to the end.
I can't do that. I can't say I'm mad at you. Right.
If
But
if Ryan and Eli are voting and we can convince Jess to do anybody else,
right.
they no longer have that 3-block vote. If
So
it's
I have to
Ryan,
pretend to be mad at you. I have to pretend to be mad at you.
yeah, pretend to be mad at me so maybe they let you in, and then maybe right towards the end we can reconvene one last time.
Yeah.
But
I think Eli, I think I kind of like Eli thinks I'm in his pocket, so I can kind of like play that out. If I can get alone with Eli and be like, "Are we on a date?" and then he can like he gives me all the information, so I can like see where he's at.
What I'm gonna do,
But
I
I'm
also
like,
want to speak with Eli.
like, just don't write my name down, please.
No, you are. That would not make sense to me. I would write my name down before I wrote yours.
That's why I'm crying already. Like,
We got this. It's all good. What I'm thinking is we
they know that the two of us are together. So it's like
1000% try to throw any other name out there. My vote would be try to throw Jess out there.
We throw it at the wall, Austin.
Yeah, try to throw Jess out there, but we really all vote Ryan.
Vote for Ryan. Vote for Ryan o'clock. Yep, I think it's time.
Can we have a Leah and Jess vault conversation where we don't talk about it to anybody?
Sure.
I don't think either of us wins against Ryan or Eli.
I don't think so either. And that's why I was kind of
and
thinking
Courtney proposed to me to do a girl thing today.
So
because she was really mad about how the guys just kept talking after the last rendezvous about horror movies. She was so mad apparently.
Interesting. Like I think we could probably potentially use Courtney for the next vote if we need to.
I think we need to take Ryan out next.
Okay.
What do you
if
think?
He doesn't
win. I think Ryan. Eli he's a slick talker, right? But Ryan makes me nervous. I feel like if it was Eli or Ryan, I would vote for Ryan.
I agree that I think
I did
Eli.
another one of my hour-long crazy write things out thing
No,
of how me and you could make it to the end and how one of us could win it. And I just don't think we make it with the guys
I don't think
because
so
they're
either.
so loud
I
and
don't
they
think so
they
either.
played such an obvious game.
And I think that, like, yes, Eli might have had some big boy ideas and big boy moments that didn't work or did work, but like he has people that like him on the jury.
Yeah,
And you have to think, you have to look at Ryan too, you know, like I think like Joseph would probably vote for Ryan, Annie would probably vote for Ryan before one of us. I
yeah.
think Austin would vote for Ryan before one of us. Granted, like
Sorry.
Courtney, you know, she got like, oh, she's most frantic and clueless, but like that doesn't mean like she's not somebody I would want to sit with, you know, like,
No,
and that, but that doesn't mean that she won't get votes anyway. But also, like,
it doesn't
I
mean she
think
won't get votes.
no, not
She
at
makes
all.
friends.
Oh yeah,
You know,
oh yeah.
Joshy's on there. I mean,
Mhm.
Joshy between you and her, I'm not sure which way
But
Joshy
I don't
goes.
know. I think Joshy would vote for whoever. I think he probably votes like who played the best game. You know, I think
Yeah,
he's pretty
I don't
little on
know.
that stuff. But I
We'll
think that
see.
like um we don't beat any of the boys.
I don't know that we do either.
Your name,
Right,
so
right, right.
I'm not like fully against you, but at this point it is between you or me tonight. So
every time
unless
I've
we
come
want to change it up.
every time I've come to you saying that I heard you say my name, it was never of like a point of conflict to be like,
I don't think
hey,
it is. I don't take
it
that
was
though.
always more for both of us to be able to figure out who was scheming and being sneaky or whatever. Because
Yeah.
otherwise, as we saw in the chat, like if one of you or I was going to get me voted most sneaky. So it's like I think I was always in the interest of figuring out who was trying to play us. Not as much like why are you saying my name again? Because I know it's part of the. I've been doing the same shit the whole game too of just throwing names out to see what sticks and how people react to it. I get it.
100%. And if
And
at this
I
point,
do agree that other people take it far more seriously. Like they hear your name even the slightest, and they'll hate you for the next 4 rounds.
yeah, like I literally told you guys I was not upset if I heard my name, and I'm not upset that my name was up there. That was a good backup plan in case Joseph did play an idol. Happy he's not here anymore. But also, like, when Courtney told us that, I said, well, then we have to smoke screen Joseph to make him believe it's anybody else. Who else would I want to pin it on to make it believable? Doesn't make sense to get rid of Jess. Didn't make sense to get rid of Eli. He was safe again last game. Didn't
Right.
make sense to get rid of Courtney, who is the only other person.
Right.
So of course I had to like throw smoke at him. But your name wasn't written down once. That wasn't me. But
Right.
yeah, like I had to make
My only
Joseph
concern was that
believe.
my only hesitation that I ever had with you was after the vote that Rocky left. Like you seemed really confused about where the votes were. Although to me it seemed clear that it was me, Jess, and two U's onto Rocky. And then I heard like a round or two later that you thought I voted you, which I didn't know where that came from because I thought we trusted each
Right.
other.
It was more or less of the thought when you said to me, you and I think very similarly, and I was like, oh my God, is that him saying that like we're very similar players? So that kind of sat in my mind.
I do
But
think we are.
Joseph,
I
Here's
don't
the
think we
here's
win with Ryan.
it's going to be an uphill battle because he's already going to he's not going to piss anybody off, where I think we have pissed a lot of people off. Like Joshy probably will not vote for us. I don't think
Nope.
Rocky is going to. I don't think Annie is going to vote for me.
I was writing them out. I was writing out who I think people would vote for on the jury and what percentage you and I had to make it to the end. And
So
everything Ryan comes into is a zero for me. Well, I know that Aaliyah sees Ryan similarly because I
as
talked to her as a threat for the end, as if we don't win
interesting.
against Ryan.
I
See,
know,
she
but I
feels like
wonder if
you have made
people
some enemies. So
me,
I don't, yeah. So she
yeah.
feels like you have pissed off some people, and and she's kind of just been able to make her way through.
If I have to lose to anybody other than you, I think it would be funny to lose to Courtney at the end. So like in that point,
Yeah,
I'd be like, that's wild, but I would love to. I would just keep
we'd
them
be
wait
having
for.
some drinks on that one.
Yeah, I do, but it would be so funny to like watch the show and people be like, "Wow, Jess and Eli are running it," and then they're going, "Courtney," like you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I like this
yeah,
plan. We just have
I
to.
like it too.
Let the queens win this time. Queen stays queen.
Period.
Period. End of sentence. The fact that they're letting us be alone for this long, it's just like
It's a little nerve-wracking. I wonder what they're talking about.
I know they might be all like conspiring against us, but I don't think they're worried about us.
They shouldn't be, you know.
Let us fly on the radar right now. Ew. But ew at that, because they don't realize how much that you and I have done.
Y'all, Ryan just said, oh, never mind. No, just kidding.
Shit, I said about Uluru.
Ryan. So I was just talking about Ryan.
Wait, Courtney, do you want to go by the fire?
Sure, of course.
So him and I have talked. It's obviously between me or him tonight. Just throwing it out there, you know. Just I probably won't make it next one. I definitely won't be winning this damn chopstick thing. My chopsticks are ceramic, so they're not picking up these damn ping pong balls.
Oh, yeah.
I am not a threat to win the next challenge. Let it be me next challenge. That is totally fine. And I'll throw this out there. If I do make it past tonight and you are in the top, you get my jury vote. So
Thank you.
yeah, I definitely feel like it's the least I can do to make a big game. Also, I would be fine with you leading the charge against my name next vote. So not only would you be a part of taking down Ryan, a huge number 2 alliance, but then the next one, you can lead the charge against me. I just want to beat Ryan tonight. If I don't make it, that's fine. But if I make it one more time and then it's me next game, I will be super content. You'll get my vote.
Dude,
Oh,
read my name down so much.
what do you mean?
You're in that game. Don't write my name down. Don't draw a threat to me.
Right, twice, 2 times of them.
You're bad. That was bad. I put Ryan.
The under the radar one is only because you told me you're like, I'd rather let people think that I play under the sorry, I'm losing my voice. Under the radar. Because that's a great strategy.
You and I
How do
are
you see us? Like, do you see us like either of us beating Eli or Jess
I don't know.
next to somebody
My
else?
thing is, I think both of us have really good games. Like, I don't count that for a set. Like, just people are obsessed with the two of their games.
And they are.
I don't get it.
They are. You know, I think Jess like will just talk and get the jury votes. You know.
Do you want to shake something up next round?
I guess we have to see how immunity goes.
I mean, you and Court were voted most wanting to sit next to. I'm sure you saw that on the. And then Eli got most likely to win, and Jess got most social, which is just like outward game points at the top. I got under the radar. That just means that people think I don't do shit.
Is let's say this is not happening, but let's say the 6 of us were all up to the current jurors. What do you think Joseph votes for? He's not going to say me.
He told me that he was going to vote for me if he had a compass. He was mad that the vote was on him, and Courtney told him. We did not have a great conversation last time. So
really?
Who else would Courtney work with?
But Austin, I told Austin I was voting him, or that I didn't think our games aligned. Like, I just basically said like fuck it, and he was like, I think Jess wins if she's sitting there, and I would have wanted to vote Eli if not you, Ryan. And I said, oh good, so I'm third on your hit list.
I do know it's myself or Ryan tonight, and I don't want you to have to pick sides. So
what do you? No, I came to ask you if you wanted to vote for Ryan.
Welcome everybody to the Day 12 Crossroads. I have Sif's Explorers here with me, still vying to be the ultimate explorer. One of you will be deserted here tonight. It's not going to be Eli, as he won the Touchy Subjects Challenge today. Eli's got to feel good.
It feels great, honestly. It's an interesting challenge to win, but I feel like winning at the final 6 is like very, very important, because you can have these alliances that you really trust well, but you have to be a fool to think like they may not shoot for you before you can shoot for them, in a sense. And so when the numbers are this small and you only need like 1 or 2 people to jump on board with you, it feels nice to be safe.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, makes an interesting point there. We are getting to that point in the game where it stops being so much about who you can trust and maybe a little bit more about who you can beat. Anyone want to comment on that?
Apparently, everybody thinks they can beat me.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit. As your name came up as quietest,
Which is also ironic because I had words with a couple people in the thing. So to be quiet after I told a few people off is kind of funny too.
What and that does that alone make you think that people are maybe underestimating you here?
No, I
No.
think that people think they could beat me, and that's okay. I'm just enjoying my time exploring. Thank you.
No problem. On the other end of that, Eli, you took one of the, I'd say the biggest highlight one, the winner of season 6. How do you handle that coming? I mean, you got exemptions, so that's helping you out. But how do you handle that going forward?
Well, I think that's between the 6 of us here who think that. You know what I mean? And so everybody who's on the jury right now, they might have different opinions. And out of the 6 people here, only 3 of us will join that jury. So it is a little intimidating when you hear it. I mean, my picture looked good and I felt good hearing it, but at the same time, like, I take it with a grain of salt. Like I said, there's people who are on the jury who probably think the complete opposite of that. So
Aaliyah, I will say that I put your name for quietest because I feel like you are less likely to talk over the 3 of them than Courtney and myself are. Like you'll sit back and chill.
Same, because I just love it when she just sits back and she's like, "Yes, babe."
Now, Jess, you came up a bit there. The most interesting one was you were the only one who didn't vote yourself as friendliest, which ultimately, when you think about it, kind of cost you the challenge. You put Courtney there. Are you surprised that everybody else unanimously had picked you?
Yes, like she talks so. I love you, Courtney. She talks so much. Like the chat is 98% Courtney rattling on. Like she's so friendly. I just didn't understand. Like, and how friendly would it be for me to write myself? I don't know.
I see. And I also came up. You also came up on social as well, along with Eli. But no, follow up with whatever you're gonna say there.
I was going to say I was in such like a state of panic. Every time my name came up, I should have wrote down what I got. I have no clue because it was just like this flushed feeling of like, don't notice me.
I just want to say it made my day that you thought I was the friendliest. That made my whole day today.
Courtney, your name also came up a little bit. You came up before Frantic and Clueless. What were your thoughts on receiving those ones?
I know I'm frantic because I'm a dancer and I use my hands a lot, and I just move a lot. Clueless, I kind of was hurtful, but I knew it was going to be. Somebody's like Eli said that he thought I was most likely to be cast on the cast of Clueless, the show or the next movie. So I know, flirt. Go ahead and flirt with me. I don't care. Flirting with danger. But I know. No, I'm literally. I knew it was gonna be Clueless because I'm like, how do you upload a picture on Discord? And I'm like, how do you use chopsticks? Like, I'm just having some fun, and I'm playing for my doggies.
All right. Now, Ryan, you got an interesting mix here. I'm seeing Under the Radar and then Challenge Threat. Those two usually aren't aligned. What are your thoughts on receiving those?
I love them. I think the longer both of them imply that people think I'm going to be here for a longer time, which is all my goal is. Challenge is how to get further, and underestimating me is going to get me further in the game too. So I know what my game is. I know my ability to talk on my game and what I've done so far. So the longer that I'm seen as under the radar compared to the other 5 options, I don't see that as anything but a positive. So
yeah,
no complaints for me. I had a good time in the challenge.
Awesome. And then Austin, your name came up there for sneakiest. What were your thoughts on receiving that? You had voted for yourself on that one. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to get that point. Not that it did any well, but I mean, it really was no surprise because also you have to think about what are the other people more considering or more likely to vote. So that's the only reason why I wouldn't say I'm sneaky, more or less that I'm playing the game a little bit more recklessly to to my detriment in a sense where it has blown up a little bit and I have gotten confronted. So sneaky, not so much. Have I tried to play the game and has it like blown up in my face a little bit? I would lean more towards that. But at the end of the day, it is a game, and I'm here to play.
Is there anyone who feels like maybe their name only really came up because there was just no real other option? Yeah, Ryan, you want to speak on that?
I mean, me and Austin had a pretty straightforward heart-to-heart about what our vote was going this night. I told Austin, I don't see you in my future for the next 2 rounds, and he told me that out of the options that were left, I was the least likely in his future. So I think if other people lost, or if the last 2 rounds even went a little bit differently in terms of like IOUs and whatnot, I don't think I'm even an option in Austin's eyes tonight. But unfortunately, the cards fall how they do in terms of how things happen. So just kind of had to deal with the punches as they come.
Austin, is that how you're viewing things tonight as well? It's either you or Ryan?
I mean, 100%. The battle lines have been drawn, and Ryan and I spoke very candidly. I was like, look, had Eli not have won, I would have been trying to sell him up the river, It only makes sense for you to play the game in terms of like who would other people view as a threat. Eli has 2 challenge wins, Ryan has 1, I have none. I couldn't even do well in the practice. I've never won any sort of individual immunity. I've never been like a key game player. So yeah, my pitch tonight was I am less of a threat than the other 2 people. I am more fluid. I am more willing to work with people. And I feel like Ryan said earlier, let people keep underestimating him, and that might be your detriment.
I don't love it. It sounds to me, maybe I'm inferring incorrectly and you can correct me. Sounds to me like you're saying I'm going to go for Ryan if I wouldn't for Eli because they're threats, which means you perceive the other 2 males as threats and the 3 females as non-threats. I don't love that. It hurts my heart a little.
I would love to correct you. Nobody wants to vote you, Jess. Nobody wants to vote you. Why would I pitch somebody that nobody wants to vote? I've spoken with Courtney and Aaliyah multiple times. Not really with Eli, but they like you. Why would I also go after somebody that I don't want to vote for as well? I want to vote for people that I want to go farther than, and I want you guys more at the end than I want them, not because they're a threat. But I also have to think, is Courtney going to vote Jess? Probably not. Is Ryan going to vote Jess? No. Is Aaliyah going to vote Jess? No. I'm not gonna do that. I want to work with Aaliyah. Okay, well, I mean, you can ask everybody else, but I needed to work with Aaliyah. And I mean, I'm just throwing it out there that it's not because I view anybody else as lesser of a threat, but it's more like who has played a similar game to me.
Well, that makes me feel a little better. You use the word threat a lot and just put those 2 out, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I mean, you could ask Ryan. Him and I were both like, no, just wouldn't even be a consideration. So why would I pitch your name?
When I was saying like either immunity wins or past round acknowledgements, the past round acknowledgements was very clear, like in the conversation with Austin, stating that you were a huge threat, Jess. But like Austin said, neither of us had any care to vote you this round. So
yeah, well, I never said you were not a threat.
There's an insecurity there because a previous player had mentioned to me that there's a little insecurity there. So I guess maybe that hit on that too.
Yeah, Courtney, you want to chime in?
I'd just like to always say I'm bigger than my body gives me credit for by John Mayer is forever my theme song, and that is just what I'm going to say.
Okay.
I don't consider myself anything but a strong and beautiful goddess that is going to be cast on clueless.com.
And if I could add, me going after somebody is not making other people lesser than when we only have 5 other options, actually 4 other options to pick from, because you don't want to pick yourself and you don't go after the person with immunity. I need it to be a narrow focus. I don't want people to be confused, and I don't want to seem wishy-washy. I need it to be focused. It's no disrespect to anybody. That's not how I'm trying to play this game.
Yeah, I think it's also important to note, like, the perceptions we have and when one of us leave Crossroads, like, ultimately we're not having the final decision here, so if we all knew exactly what every jury member was thinking about us, an Expedition Online would be the easiest game in the world because we would all just vote out who the jury liked the most on every round. Ultimately, this game's far more complicated than it is in our little rooms that we bounce around for 35 minutes. It's never going to be simple, and as much as we'd like to talk about it in these questions to get our episode time and think it's simple, it's just never going to be. So.
Yeah, very well said. Well, we've got a lot out on the crossroads. It's definitely been entertaining as went right along with the challenge there. So leave the floor open just for one last second if anyone wants to get anything else off their chest before we get to this vote.
I just want to say, I feel like out of the options, I am less of a threat. I will most likely be up for a vote next game if I make it. So it's only really just prolonging me one more game. But I feel like it just, at this point, if everybody is so similar, you have to do something that stands out and make a big move. There's a lot of people up here that I do not want to go against in the end. I definitely am not the most articulate person, but I definitely feel like it is pretty obvious that I'm not a challenge threat, and I feel like there's no detriment to keeping me at least one more game. I have no wins under my belt.
All right, thanks, Austin. Was there anyone else who wants to chime in here? Last chance. All right, Courtney.
In case it is me, I just want everyone to adopt and don't shop, and please think about my dogs.
Yeah, please make sure you do check out all of our players' charities. They're going to be listed down in the comments. And of course, we are going to award one of them with a donation on behalf of the winner of this season. Yeah, thanks a lot, Courtney, for letting me get that in. Let's move on now to the vote. If you have an advantage that can be played before the vote, now is the time to do so. All right, let's get to the vote. All right, everyone, the votes are in. If you have an advantage that can be played after the votes, now would be the time to do so.
Yeah, Jonathan. I feel pretty confident what's gonna happen tonight. If something were to go awry and I need this, it's at least a little security charm. But I found this a little bit ago, and would love to play my compass for myself, just to secure Final 5.
All right, I can confirm that Ryan does in fact have a compass. Any votes cast tonight for Ryan will not count. Is there anyone else? All right. All right, let's get to the vote. There were 6 votes this evening. The first vote was for Ryan, will not count. Our second vote was for Ryan, will not count. Third vote was for Austin. Fourth vote was for Courtney. Fifth vote was for Austin. Sixth and final vote and person who will be deserted tonight at the crossroads is Austin. Sorry, Austin, you have been eliminated here by a vote of 3-1. Do you have any last minute words for your party members?
I do. Yeah, so I am super grateful to have made it this far. This is not my first time playing this game. I played like a little mini season like several seasons ago, Mount Kilimanjaro. I was eliminated like 3rd or 4th. So to make it to the jury, I'm super grateful. And in the words of an explorer who played in the most recent season, Lemfau, KW, Lemau, ska 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 ska.
Awesome, Austin. Thank you so much for playing. Yeah, if you don't mind sticking around, we're getting right to the challenge here. So, jury members, you may stick around. Austin, let's go video off for you. Why don't we take things over to Jess for the challenge explanation.
Greetings, explorers. Welcome to Build Your Torch. You will begin with 1 cup upside down on your table or countertop. You will put one hand behind your back, put the chopsticks in your other hand, and when you are told to go, you will stack a toilet paper roll. Then you will place one ping pong ball in there, add your second toilet paper roll, add your third toilet paper roll, and your third ping pong ball. Then you will take your right side up cup, place that on top to crown your torch. If it falls down, you can use whatever remains, but just take apart the other elements. That's the only time you can take your other hand out from behind your back. Get your fallen elements reset. Put your other hand behind your back and continue. Move your chopsticks, put both hands in the screen. The mods will count 3, 2, 1. If your torch stands, you move on, or if it's round 3, you win exemption. Good luck.
All right, let's get her all set up. Austin, thank you so much for playing. We want you to stay part of the community. You know my speech. You've been eliminated from the game before.
And cry for like 5 seconds, please.
Yes, you may have a 5-second cry.
5 seconds to cry.
You got to compact it, though. We don't have that much time. Like, that's a hard 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
Can you do it while you get all your materials together, though, for me? All right, we're going to do this in 3 rounds. First, top 3 finishers go to the second round. In the second round, the top 2 finishers will go to the final. Whoever wins the final will have exemption. This is a bit of a learn as you go challenge. Some people are going to get better. I'm excited. So, the winner of today's challenge will receive a $25 donation to their charity. So a little something extra for you to be playing for. Let's get ready. We're going to start this challenge in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. This challenge has a learning curve to it, like I mentioned before. They had a little bit of time to practice at the beginning of our day here. They also knew this one was coming before the last round. So Eli and Ryan and Jess off to a bit of a quick start. Oh, Eli throws that out the window as he drops. He's got to start over. So now Jess in the lead, Ryan close behind, and then we've got Aaliyah and Courtney at the same spot here. Oh, Aaliyah's dropping her ping pong balls, picking them back up. Couple different strategies going here. It looks like Eli now has his second, what am I calling those? Second cylinder? Toilet paper rolls? That's probably what I should go with. Oh, just as I am trying to figure out what to say it, he drops. Jess is just trying to finish off her torch now. She is definitely the closest to finishing. Ryan almost had the second one, but dropped. Oh, we're having a little trouble getting going here. Like I said, a learning curve to this challenge. As we get down to the final 5, things are getting more and more intense here. I'm sure nerves are a bit of a factor. Eli back at the spot where he has gotten a couple times now. Let's see if he's able to get this ball in. He's successful. Eli's onto the top of his torch. Looks like figuring it out. Ryan taking a second. Getting a little frustrated. That's okay. Lots of time in this challenge. Eli's dropping his third ping pong ball. Success. He just needs to get the cup on and he will be through the first round. Jess now with her second again. She's gotten here a couple times. Aaliyah's still battling that ping pong ball there. Oh, Jess has dropped as I was saying that. Ryan got the first one up. Courtney's first one's up. Eli having trouble with the cup now. Grabbing that cup with the... Oh, trying to figure out a good way to grab that. Does not appear to be one. Figuring out the strategy to this is going to be huge in the later rounds for sure. Eli trying to place his cup now. He must get both hands in the screen with it still up in order for it to be good. Almost! Eli has to start over. And Aaliyah is the first person through to round 2. We are looking for 2 more. As everyone is basically at the same point right now. We've all basically had a restart. Courtney trying to get those balls up. That has definitely been a factor for a few in this. It's figuring out how to get a good grip on those balls. That's a good quote. I've had some zingers today. That's my favorite. Ryan now, he is figuring things out onto his 3rd ping pong ball. Eli struggled there for a minute, but he's back to where he was earlier. Just needs to get that 3rd ping pong ball to drop. Eli's been in this spot a few times here. Oh, Ryan trying to place his cup now. It's up. He just needs to get it to straighten out. It's leaning. And Ryan has it. Ryan is through. We are looking for 1 more. Eli is on his 3rd, or Eli's on the final cup. Jess is placing her 3rd paper roll. They are both very tight. Eli just needs to land this cup and he will move on to the 2nd round. Jess places her 3rd. She is now a ping pong ball and a cup away. Eli's holding on to it. He's trying to get it to straighten out. That 3rd paper roll is definitely giving him trouble. Readjusting now. Smart. Now Jess trying to get in there. She's got to figure out a way to get that ping pong ball in. Seems to be pretty sturdy if she can get it in there. It looks like it's got to be right side up, Jess. No, other way. Yeah, you got to get that ball in. Eli on his 3rd ball, trying to get it up. Jess has it. Oh, she drops it all. Back to the beginning. That's leaving the door wide open for Eli now. Finally places his 3rd ball. Now he just needs to get the cup to sit. We've gotten here before. This tower looking sturdier than the last time. He just needs to pick up that cup. Courtney starting fresh here. Really having trouble with these ping pong balls though. It's really been a detriment. I know. Hey, Jess now placing her 2nd ball. Now getting her 3rd. Once she gets her 3rd ball in, she'll be tied up with Eli, but she's having trouble getting the 3rd. Nope. Eli trying to get his cup. He's got the cup on top. Just needs to get it centered. Eli has it. We have our 3 for our 2nd round. Courtney and Jess eliminated from this challenge. Hey, you kept with it though. Video's off. Let's jump into round 2. No rest for Eli on this one. Everyone's ready to go. In 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Eli took the longest, but he also got the most practice. Let's see. He's flying now. Getting his 2nd one up real quick. Oh, Aaliyah seems to have figured out the ping pong ball situation in her time off. But Eli's flying. Eli's already got his 3rd one up. Aaliyah fighting for her 2nd. Ryan now getting his 2nd. Oh, having a little trouble getting his 2nd toilet paper roll up. Eli's already moved on to the cup. It's got a little bit of a tilt and unfortunately drops over. Eli will have to start again. Aaliyah has gotten her third up. She just needs to get her third ping pong ball settled and into the tubes. Ryan has his third ball up. Just needs to drop it. He has done so successfully. Now he is on to his cup. He's going to take his first attempt. And Ryan has completed. He will move on to the final round. Aaliyah trying to get her third ping pong ball up. It is up and in. She just needs to place her cup. But Eli is fast approaching now as he is placing his third roll. Aaliyah trying to get her cup up. She needs to get it centered. Eli now going for his attempt. Eli's also, they're both having a little trouble. They both drop. We are both back to square one. Both rushing to get their ping pong balls. Here we go. Ryan taking a little texting break as he is safe now. Oh. Ryan once again has been eliminated from the game. You're lucky I don't have a vote tonight, Ryan. All right, back to the challenge. Aaliyah has her second. So they're at the exact same point right now. Eli has one more ping pong ball drop than she does, I think. She's lost her ping pong. No. Oh, no, she has dropped two. Okay. We're both placing our third roll. Aaliyah knocks down two. So Eli with the lead here. Again, trying to get that cup. You want to have it enough that you can place it on top, too. Leah's got her second roll up. Looking solid right now. But Eli's well ahead here. If he can get this cup, he will move on. And Eli has completed the challenge. Eli will move on to the final round. Aaliyah, unfortunately, you have been eliminated. All right, gentlemen, this is it. Final round. You guys had your practice. Should be ready to go. One of you will be exempt. One of you will be at risk along with Jess, Aaliyah, and Courtney. We are starting in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Both pretty seasoned at this now. It's just who can do it in crunch time. This is when it matters the most. All right, Ryan has his first place. Eli dropping his first ball. They are both successful. Ryan now with his second tube. Oh, wants to make sure it's steady. Eli has his second. Eli's definitely gotten the most practice time so far, and it is looking to have paid off as he is on to his, he's got his third roll up, just needs to drop the ball. Successful. Oh, I spoke too soon. Oh, down to one. So now Ryan has taken the lead, just needs to drop his third ball. Ryan just needs to get that cup placed. He has a little bit of a lean, but he made it work last time. Let's see if he can do it again. Eli trying to catch up quickly. Eli can fly through this portion. Oh, moving a little bit too quick this time. Knocked everything over. But so is Ryan. We are back to square one. This challenge is anyone's game. Leah's wondering where this was last round. Both guys having a little bit of a struggle here. After seemingly flying through the last round. Ryan now going for his second. Ryan's got his second ball in. Very tense moments here. A lot on the line here. Nerves definitely playing a huge factor. You have to try to stay as still as possible. Those chopsticks are very unforgiving, as are the toilet paper rolls. And then the ping pong balls is just kind of a cruel part of this challenge, I think. Just to add an extra layer. With that said, Ryan having a little trouble getting his second in. Eli onto his nemesis, the cup. Just needs to get it to stick. We've seen Eli in this spot more than anyone else. As he goes to place his cup. If he gets this, he will also have placed it the most, giving him the win. Almost. Unfortunately, couldn't get it to stick. Knocks it off kilter. He's going to line it back up. Drops, but doesn't drop his second tower, so he's still looking good. Deep breath. Looks like he's calming down and getting his wits about him again. He's got his third toilet paper roll up. Just needs to drop the ball. Eli is caught right back up. We're at the same spot again. And Eli drops. Ryan trying to pick up his ball. Eli's moving on to the cup. Oh, Ryan with a huge save there. He is now moving on to the cup. Almost lost everything. Caught it, though. And unfortunately, the cup slips. Eli wins the challenge. He will have exemption going into tonight's Crossroads and is basically guaranteed Final Four. And, all right. That challenge went on a little longer than expected. Do make sure you get all your conversating out of the way. We will not have that much time for Crossroads. All right?
Fuck yes.
Is Ryan okay? He was getting really upset.
I know. I had
I
a
hope
good
he's
cry
okay.
time. My cry time is
He's
over.
not.
I'm sorry about that. But I want Ryan to be okay.
There he is. Are you okay, Ryan? You were so
It's
frustrated. It was like
it's a
killing us to watch it.
it's a silly game. I'm not gonna get frustrated about that.
I was
It was
having a hard
fun.
time watching it.
It
Fuck
was fun.
you, Eli.
Dude, when he said that he's like, Ryan just
God.
resetting, I like looked up, took a breath, and was like, I gotta push.
There was
Hey, Ryan, where'd you
Hello.
find that idol? Because if it was from the last one, I struck out.
this was the merge one.
Oh, what was the clue for it?
Well, it said immunity in one of the side rooms, and then
Oh,
What
so
was
that
it?
was true.
Sandra posted a
Just
picture.
wasn't lying.
Sandra posted a picture of Nina winning immunity, and there was a comment on it. Anyway, anybody want to chat?
Eli win this. Eli win this. Eli, it's not. Hey, Eli, don't come.
I know, dude.
Eli, you have to win.
We locked that shit down. Like, we're set now,
No,
Jess.
I didn't lock that shit down at all. You locked that shit down, and that is on your resume.
I know. So let's do it tonight. We're getting Ryan.
Yeah, we're getting
Which
Ryan. I don't
is
even think
gonna get-
anyone needs to meet, but we have to meet, or else
Oh,
Ryan's
Courtney.
gonna get sus.
Yeah, so I'm literally just gonna bounce back there, and then you can be like, yeah, Eli just said Courtney. And I need to find Courtney at some point and tell her to vet Ryan.
I really wanted to win that.
I know. I wanted you to win it too.
I mean, it's either we just go with the 4 and vote Courtney, or we have to vote out Jess. I see
Two.
I see value in both.
It doesn't matter as long as we have 3 votes somewhere.
I want to know
You
like
know?
what your because I have a really good relationship with Jess. But if everybody's saying they refuse to vote her and she's gonna win, like we're fucked then, Aaliyah.
And I think that like they're saying that, like Austin literally said everybody said that they don't want to vote for Jess. And I think that
But,
like
so let me ask you this.
Okay.
In every game when you have options, like do you have a reason to vote Courtney out?
she's annoying. Not really.
Fair, but let me ask you.
But
In
no.
terms of one of us getting to the end of this game and winning, do you have a reason to vote Courtney out?
No.
That's what my holdup is. I don't have any reason. She's not going to beat us in Final Four immunity. She's not going to sweep jury votes from us. She might take a few, but she's not sweeping the majority. So that's where I struggle. But then I don't play a loyal game very often, and this is an opportunity for me to play. So like I see value in that too.
I don't know. I think maybe who else would do it? Because we need one more. Do you think Courtney would?
It would have to be Courtney.
Okay.
Or actually, it wouldn't have to be Courtney if she would throw her vote anywhere, and it would be 2-2-1. I don't care about perception, but now that Austin brought it to Crossroads and was like, nobody wants to vote Jess, blah 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 blah, and we're still not voting Jess. I mean, we might as well just ask for a spot on the jury now. That's what my holdup is.
I think we have to talk to Courtney. So I think like your best bet would probably be like, hey Courtney, let's talk one-on-one, and you should just be like, I don't care that you voted for me, and this is how we set ourselves up.
Last round, I talked with Courtney, and she was saying that she thought like you and Jess both had great games. So it's not like she doesn't see that Jess is playing well.
I can talk to her too, but I know that like Courtney spirals a little.
Everything I aspired to do went horribly wrong, and everybody's gonna say me.
Hi.
Hey, babe.
That was so good. I'm so angry. I was like trying to play it up for Ryan.
Like, I'm gonna, Jonathan said earlier, he was like, everybody can publicly see this again, and I already did it to Joseph. You know what? Fuck it. I don't give a shit. As long as he doesn't have a compass, you just tell me if she has a compass. Because
I don't know. I didn't know he had the last one, but I'm really glad he burned it.
But you know what? Us women, we are building a story of us underdogs.
Well, it's how I felt, and I didn't want to I felt bad because I didn't want to like call Austin out. Like I just didn't want to, but like also like I didn't like that. And there's the 45-year-old mom in me who's raising this strong girl who I want to take over the world someday. Just couldn't let it sit there.
So we have to protect each other, and I think Eli's going to protect us. I think he is.
No, Eli's going to vote Ryan because he thinks Ryan's his biggest competition.
Exactly. And then we got to get Eli out, and then it's going to be 3 women.
Yes, we do. We definitely do. Eli has to go, but Ryan's a bigger threat.
I love him, but I like him the least right now because I'm angry about Austin.
Who do you think voted for you, though? Because Ryan had 2, Austin had 3, and you had 1. Do you think Ryan voted for you?
The only thing I think about with Jess is like, I don't know how she would feel. Like if she would be like, fuck anybody who's left. You know what I mean? I mean, she obviously has to pick somebody to vote for. But same with Courtney. I don't know. I just have no idea like how she's gonna handle that. But hopefully like she'll be able to like hang out with Austin because they have their own like group chat and video room too. So like I think they'll all be like supportive when she gets there.
Her, Austin, Annie.
Yeah, her squad's there. Joshy, who she's a crush on, he's set.
Yeah, but she moved on from Joshy and wants you now, Eli.
No, what am I saying?
Does he have a compass?
No, I don't.
Written down.
Well, yeah, hide it so he doesn't see. I think he asked me. He goes, "Who do you think Courtney's voting for?" And I said, "Probably you because Aaliyah's Sandra, whatever." I'm doing it. I'm just thinking like he's gonna be so mad at me, like he's gonna. But then again, that helps you guys. Like he goes, "Should we?" Whenever you and Jess were down here, he's like, "Should we entertain the idea of getting rid of Jess because everyone at the challenge said that she was like the most liked?" And I was like, "I don't think so."
Because I feel like you and I could plead our case better than her.
I agree. I really want that to be the 3: me, you, and Jess. Like,
and I would because she deserves it.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think it would just be so, like it's just really cool. Like we're all so different. Like
we're telling different stories.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I would like end that way, but I think that this is the only time that we can get him out, and I know you're gonna hate it, but I just hated that. So
I mean, you've had rough ones too, so it's my turn to get a few rough votes under my belt.
Yeah, I will take you on a date.
Okay, yeah, good. But I think, dude, we have it. We just have to make sure Aaliyah doesn't win the next challenge.
Yeah, we gotta get her because she's just like a liability at this point now. But we can't make her feel like a liability.
Well, the thing is like, so I was super nervous coming into today because at 6 I thought, well, I know Courtney and Jess will not vote for me, so that's at least 3. But Austin, Aaliyah, and Ryan could make a move, and I was happy I won. And then now it's the same way. Like if we get rid of if we get rid of you, then what's to say that Aaliyah and Ryan pull Jess to get rid of me or vice versa? And like I don't want that. I might be working with you, yeah, but like if you're gonna go into this jury, if you're gonna go and speak in front of the jury and everyone's probably looking at me as like the big threat and they're not happy with, I don't want somebody who everyone is like their best friends with, like Ryan, to be there. But at this point, I would like Ryan to go home now, and then Aaliyah to go home tomorrow. But I'm gonna jump back to base camp so that they can bounce around too.
Yeah. Ugh. If he puts me on tonight, ugh. I'm gonna barf. I am. Ugh.
Was that a ugh to me?
No, I was saying if Eli. No, not to you at all.
Oh, okay. I was like, no, it's okay, babe. I will be
teasing.
teasing.
Jonathan, and I was like, if Eli's lying to me, then ugh. I was like, I have a crush on this boy, and if he's lying to me, then ugh.
You're funny.
He wants Ryan out. He's willing to do the shot. Unless you've heard otherwise.
I haven't really heard otherwise. Like Ryan kind of pitched Jess.
He got mad in the challenge. We don't think he has a compass.
Okay, well he just used it. When I was in the base camp with him and Eli, he was like, "Well, should we not be doing Jess here or something like that?" And Eli kind of was like, no."
No, Eli wants to protect Jess. Like he wants to protect the girls. So he was like being basically like. I used to call Austin my Charlie's Angels guy, but Eli's basically being that right now. I'm okay with him like using us or thinking that he's using us, but
I guess the problem is what happens if he wins next round. Like we need to make sure he doesn't win immunity.
He's very smart and he's like practicing from the
He's
bar.
won 3 immunity challenges. It's quite a bit.
I know.
He's playing
we
a great
can't
game.
because I'm
Okay,
like, fuck.
I'm fine with that, but I'm not saying anything because, like
No,
I said,
like,
he
so
pitched
Raven-
Jess, so he might be doing Jess. Yeah, but
That's
like,
what I'm
don't
just
say
fucking
nothing about this conversation at the camp. Just sit. Just
I'm
smile.
not. I'm not. Just know, I already wrote it down.
Don't. You're so funny. Don't show him that, Courtney.
I'm hiding it.
Who are we doing?
Like, Eli, you have to win this. Eli, you have to win this. Like, if
Okay, so we're gonna do Ryan. Okay.
right? I mean, what do you think?
That well, because I just got in the thing and like that. Yeah. Okay.
What was
Good.
Courtney throwing my name out?
No. Eli, like they were saying like when we were in the call with Ryan, everyone was like, "Oh yeah, it's Courtney." So then I think you went to the fire, so I was just double checking that it was Ryan.
Oh, it's totally got to be Ryan. We can't win against him.
I was definitely double checking that that it was
Whew.
going to be Ryan. So that's why I was like, Jess.
Yeah, we
Right.
have to get to
But
the
when
end.
we were in the base camp, listen, when we were in the base camp, he kind of threw your name out, Ryan.
Did he? What did he say?
Well, to Eli, he was like, well, to me and Eli, he was like, well, you don't think like we should be doing the Jess thing? And then
that'll be fun.
Because then it was kind of like what Austin said, like, oh well, what Austin said in the challenge.
Oh yeah, Austin was
Something like
throwing
that.
lots of shade. My God, I didn't get nervous at all during that competition. I wanted you to take it, so we would have a better choice. But like, then when it was the two of them, I was like yelling at the screen, like for Eli. I'm like, it's not great.
I know.
It's not great, Eli.
I wasn't even looking at
it.
it. He was getting frustrated.
Oh, Ryan was next level upset.
I was not watching him. I was watching Eli.
I had them both up.
Okay. Well, I was like paying more attention to Eli because I'm like, come on, Eli, win. But okay, good. I definitely wanted to double check that it was gonna be Ryan.
Yeah. Yeah, Ryan. Ryan's the boy, the other boy. Yes. Yes, Ryan. It has to be Ryan. We don't win against him. And if Austin didn't show that, I don't know what does. If Austin didn't show that he's not voting for a girl.
Okay, hello and welcome everyone. We have 5 explorers remaining still on their quest. Eli, back-to-back challenges. That's gotta feel good. Coming in to the final 5 here with safety.
Yeah, feels great. I mean, people on their way out are saying that I'm a challenge threat, I'm a social threat, I'm most likely to win the game, so I thought, why wait, and let's just start showing them now, So I had to get the 3rd win in a row. It does feel good, though. It's just rewarding, I feel like, to have been playing like really hard from the beginning of this game and to now start to see like, okay, you've set it up enough to where it's going to pay off, hopefully, for you. So I'm pretty stoked.
Yeah, definitely. Ryan came so close. Really gave it your all in that challenge.
Yeah. It stunk. I think right after winning the challenge shirt, you kind of want to prove everybody correct. I mean, I really only had the memory one under my belt, But like, I mean, I can't say a statement in the last crossroads saying that they're only needed to some point and like then get mad when I lose. I'm still confident where I stand with the people I stand with, and I'm still confident I'll be here tomorrow. So, no real concern with a challenge or no challenge.
Yeah, even with these small numbers, you're still coming in here confident that your group has the numbers going tonight?
There's no point in playing if you're not going to play confident. I mean, if I'm going to sit here and not be secure with my relationships, what reason do they have to be secure with me? So,
Aaliyah making it to the second round. The second round just went right by, didn't it? And then
Yeah, like the men just needed to beat me, but it's okay. It's fine. Because, like we all saw the third round. Like I
Yeah.
could, I don't know, rolled a joint, smoked it, rolled another one. But no, I'm just kidding. It's okay. It's just, I, I don't know how to use chopsticks. I don't know how. I'm not good at it. So,
how are you feeling coming into the strategy session here?
I'm feeling a little nervy, like always. I think, kind of, like Ryan said, if you feel confident with the people that you have, then that's all that really matters. And I'm hopefully feeling confident. You're never feeling confident, but yeah.
So
Okay, thank you.
no
Bye.
problem. Jess, a lot of people feeling confident. How are you feeling coming into tonight?
I mean, I adore you, Ryan. I do. But like coming into here feeling confident, that is not my jam. I am always worried, and that's I think I don't know, it keeps me on my toes a little. Like I'm just I know where my weaknesses are right now because as we heard in the last one, like if that was true, people are saying they didn't want to vote me. Well, that like just draw the bullseye right there. Like that made me very nervous. I hopeful, not confident.
And Courtney, what are your thoughts coming into the crossroads this evening?
I had Austin teach me how to use chopsticks right before we played the challenge. And I'm very sad and I'm very angry about what happened to Austin. And I just want to say that. And I tried my best, Austin, if he's listening, but I just couldn't do it. I'm sorry. I'm angry and I'm sad and I'm bigger than my body gives me credit for by John Mayer.
Right.
That song. Just listen to that because it's going to happen.
All right. We'll have to buy the rights to that song, I guess. Well, is there anything else anyone would like to add to the crossroads before we get on to the vote?
I'd like to say start rescue. Everybody adopt, don't shop.
Thank you, Courtney. All right. If you have an advantage, that can be played before the votes. Now would be the time to do so. All right, let's get to the vote. All right, everyone, the votes are in. If you have an advantage that can be played after the votes, now is the time to do so.
Jonathan.
Yes.
Everything good comes in two. I played one of these bad boys last round. I don't like any votes to my name, so I'm just gonna get rid of any of them this round as well and see y'all in Final Four.
All right, I can confirm that Ryan does have a compass, and any votes cast for Ryan will not count. Is there anyone else? All right, let's get to the vote. There were 5 votes this evening. Our first vote, Ryan. Second vote, Ryan. Third vote, Ryan. Fourth vote, Ryan. None of them will count. The player who has been deserted tonight at the crossroads is Courtney. I'm sorry, Courtney, you have been voted out by a vote of 1-0. Do you have any last words for your party mates?
My body's bigger than there. I can't. Love you to Austin and Annie and everybody else except for Ryan. Fuck you.
All right. As for the rest of you, welcome to the Final Four. Congratulations. You have another 38 minutes this evening to enjoy yourselves. We shall be very proud. Big day tomorrow. We will see you then.
A little awkward. Good work, Ryan. That was sick.
That was amazing. You have a very good chance of winning.
Great job.
Oh,
I mean, we had to take the shot at some point.
you're too good.
No, listen, I literally, this is all a game. As far as I see it, I don't take it any bit personally that I got 4 votes tonight.
Yeah.
Everybody was having conversations about everybody. It stings. I am just telling myself in my head that it wasn't an easy vote for any of y'all right now, and so that's fine.
And I don't know if this sounds stupid to you three, but like thinking about this, like I'm writing it out today. I'm trying to figure it out, who do I even have a chance against? Because I don't think I have. I'm saying like, okay, so 20 to 40 kids get like food or clothing or gifts. And like, these are kids in my community and moms that interact with all the time. And like, I don't know, everyone's thinking these 2 guys are threats and, Aaliyah and I aren't. That makes me nervous. Like, how can I like abandon, and the impact it makes on Charlotte Moms Foundation is so huge. It's not like a big thing. We don't have national donors. I have to essentially pour myself out online, begging for money for like 2 weeks. And just like, please, moms, please. We have this mom who's living in a miniature school bus that's been refurbished and she doesn't have a place to live. And I have a lot of pressure on me with that.
I'm writing my vote down, which is probably going to be in the minority because have I voted right once this game? No. But I'm voting for Courtney.
My vote tonight is for Ryan. It's you or me, buddy. Hopefully it's you. Great fighting with you tonight.
I just want pizza. Please. If also me, I want to be sad.
And if I vote for Austin, I get the illustrious 3-2-1 vote on my resume. And then if he plays something, Ryan goes home, which I'm planning for anyway. But then, fuck. Fuck it, I'm gonna go with Austin.
I'm voting Austin.
Austin tonight, like I said in Crossroads, we're pretty sure that with him in terms of wanting to distinguish myself a little bit from a similar game, but also to surround myself with people that I know have a lot more trust in me.
This is nuts. Ryan.
I gotta try. Please don't have a compass.
I think now, like I said, I've started to really set myself up for success in this game. The people who will leave after tonight's vote, or who will be left, I think I have the greatest chance of beating. So unfortunately, I have to get rid of the only person that I'm scared of in this game, and that's Ryan.
I vote for Ryan.
This sucks. Wanted to play a little bigger this round if possible. Unfortunately, exemption challenge wins kind of slow that down for you, and just the lack of people wanting to vote someone who I think's played really good slows that down too. So now I have to play nice and just know that I can out-talk any of these people in the end if I'm there. So I'm just gonna vote Courtney this round.
If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe, and click on the bell to receive notifications so you don't miss any upcoming episodes or bonus content.
That's who Ryan put most likely to win. He put Megan.
I still stand by it.
She's the final boss.
Now that I am set up, may I please cry and pee?
You may have a pee break, yes. What you do during that pee break is also up to you, so go for it.
I'll do both of those things at the same time.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Never been asked for a cry break, that's a first. How did this game go to overtime? What's going on right now? Alright, that's for later. Yeah.
All-time Jake
Right.
Elliott kick, Jonathan. It was amazing. All-time Jake Elliott kick.
Sorry, Ryan has been deserted here at the challenge. Tough break, Ryan. We're down to our final four. Kawhi for 3.
I'm still like literally like I'll think in my head, Andy, are you okay? Like I literally still have that song stuck in my head because I just loved her so much. So now it's just like, oh.
Yeah, in a few more days, you can reach out to her and actually ask her that.
Birthday, I get to be like, hey girl, can I be your mother?